Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another TFSA trade portfolio update. It is Wednesday, the markets are open, the markets are red today. It seems to be we're not getting that Santa rally we want. If you think that's going to happen, let me know in the comments. That would be nice to see a little bit of rally before the end of the year, but I'm not convinced we are going to get it. That being said, I took the opportunity today, just did a small deposit. I put $200 into my TFSA to add a couple of stocks and one of the ETFs. So let's just jump right into the portfolio. I'll show you what I purchased and go over a quick overview how the portfolio is doing so far this week. Right, here we are in the TFSA Wealthsimple Trade Portfolio app. If you are looking at the app recently, looks like they've done some changes to the app. They've updated some of the user interface of that. It looks like they're getting ready for that launch of Wealthsimple Plus, which should be coming soon. If you haven't seen my video on that, I will link it up above. You can check that out to learn what features are coming. They're doing alerts and just some more updates to the system, including US accounts available in your Wealthsimple, which will be kind of interesting to see. I don't know if I had a poll on my channel and a lot of people say they aren't updating to it. I think a lot of the majority of Wealthsimple investors invest in mostly Canadian stocks, but we'll see. I've signed up for that, so we'll check it out to see if I want to start to get some US stocks somewhere. We'll see. But anyways, I put $200 in, so the daily deposit is going to show a little bit off. It always kind of does that until it reconciles the day after. But the stocks I purchased, so Brookfield Renewables, this one has been down a little bit, and I think it was still a good kind of time to keep adding to my portfolio because I think long-term this is a good investment. Again, quarterly dividends from Brookfield Renewables, and I purchased. This is still a pricey stock, so I did purchase just 2 shares. They were $42.92 at the time. It's actually come down a little bit to $42.50, but not too worried. We're holding these all long term, so not too worried about that. So it's nice to add 2 stocks to the BEP.UN. And I purchased one of the ETFs, the ETC. This one is down. If you've been following cryptocurrency market, it's quite volatile this time of year. They had a bit of an increase yesterday, but again, kind of back down a little bit today. So again, long-term hold for this. We are down a little bit, unfortunately, but we can see here, purchased 1 share, $11.74 of the Evolve Cryptocurrencies ETF. And then also RNW with TransAlta Renewables. This one gives a nice monthly dividend. So I picked up another 5 shares of that, and we can scroll down here. Just today bought 5 shares at $18.33. So altogether now on that one, we have 35 shares, which is nice. We'll still build that. It would be nice to have this position where eventually when we get a dividend, we'll be able to buy a stock with that dividend amount. That's kind of the goal with all of these, which would be nice. That's kind of, we can kind of start building that. Then we'll really see our portfolio starting to build a lot better once we can start really purchase more from these dividends. And then the last ones I bought was a Slate Office Real Estate Investment Trust. This one has been down too. It usually is up almost closer to $5. So I think there's still some growth available coming in this one, and they do still pay the monthly dividends. I think I missed the ex-dividend date on this one. I think that was yesterday, unfortunately. But that being said, I didn't purchase that much of this, just 2 shares of that. So at $4.89 at the time, it's come down. Well, it's come down only 2 cents. Not too worried, but we'll get those regular dividends that will be coming next month. We'll get that, which is nice to see. So let's just go over and show how everything's kind of doing. We jumped into Brookfield Renewables. We'll skip that one. CMC, I'm writing that one off. That is not doing that well at all. We're down to 20 cents. I'm just gonna let this one sit for a while, let it simmer. A few comments on the channel have saying some people are averaging down the price on this one. I'm gonna leave it for now and just kind of see what happens. We're still way under our price, so if we do see a bit of an increase, we can always, if we have funds available, jump in, but we're not gonna make any kind of like rash decisions with CMC. ETC, that's the one we bought today, $11.52. We are still down 21% long-term on this one as well. We're thinking long-term, not too worried about that one. We're going to keep adding slowly to that position now that we have a base of that one built. Greenlane Renewables, there's some news on this. I have to read a bit more about it. They bought a company out of Italy. So I have to look a bit more on the news of that. It was actually up a little bit and then it's kind of settled down. But again, the market's not doing that great right now. But we are down 24%. This one seems to rally up sometimes. We were up quite a bit actually at one point. I should have sold, but that's hindsight. Was always 2020. I'm learning. And again, everything in this portfolio is for long-term kind of gain. So we're just not going to rush into anything. REI.UN, this one is one of the top performers of the portfolio. We're up today, which is nice. We're up a nickel. We have 25 shares, and in total we're up 5.11%, which is nice. And again, the regular dividends coming in from RioCan as well. RNW we touched on, but again, we have 35 shares, but we are down 7.05%. We're going to keep purchasing these, a couple each month, and just keep adding to our position on RNW. Solar Alliance Energy, this is another long-term one, much like Cielo, not doing that great. As you can see, it's not having a good run at all on that, but that's okay. Slate Office REIT we touched on, and our holdings there down 5.59%. Again, regular dividends coming through, and we have 65 shares of Slate Office REIT. Telus is doing good as well. We should have bought more Telus. We're at 29.32 today. We have 15 shares, up 4.85%. Not too bad. Pretty happy with Telus as well. And then the two ETFs at the very end is VDY, Vanguard, Canadian High Dividend Yield Index ETF. This one is doing quite well, $42 today as we're recording this. We have 40 shares, up 5.77%, which is nice. I like that. It's nice to see ones that are up as always. And VFV, this one is on it, doing well as well. Just when you think this one can't go up anymore, it just keeps kind of ticking up. $106. Now this is getting pricey for this one. Our average price is $99.14, which is nice. We're up 7.11%. A pricey stock, $106 right now. But again, if you're wanting to look at something like this, this is available in fractional shares, which is nice to see. Gives you the opportunity to get in on a good ETF. In my opinion, it's been quite a performer, and I actually had a few comments on the channel from people that have this ETF as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you have made it this far and you aren't subscribed, it'd be great to have you follow along. Just go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Always hit the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm get it out. If there's somebody that you know that might benefit from watching this channel, give it a share. If you think that anybody you have friends or family that would be interested, looking about getting started in investing and following along, it'd be great to have them join as well. As again, we're trying to grow our Wealthsimple TFSA trade portfolio from $0. We started back in April this year, all the way to $100,000. We're just over $7,000 now, which is nice to see. Slowly but surely growing our TFSA trade portfolio. Thanks.